How to get things done. A simple way to get things done if you are a team leader, a parent, a teacher, or any other professional is remember these two lines. Who you want and what they want. Hey folks, I am CSK, your personal coach, and you're watching me on my channel, CSK Speaks. Getting things done is one of the difficult tasks we all can encounter. In fact, almost all the time, whenever I interact with teachers, whenever I interact with leaders, team leaders, and entrepreneurs and professionals, they say, you know what, doing it ourselves is the easiest thing to do. But getting it done from somebody, whether it is your subordinates, whether it is your team members, your children, your students, it's the most toughest task on this planet. That's right. Because what you could do is so clear, but making others do the same thing becomes that much more difficult. But how much can we all do all the time? Only in collaboration can we achieve success, isn't it? So if I have to make this point more clear, I will take a simple example. Since I am a teacher, I will take an example from a school. Let's consider this. There was this teacher and he was in a class. He was completing his subject, and when he was handling a particular topic, he could see that his children were distracted. Every time he used to raise his voice to get their attention. He used to stop in between and pick up those people who were not clear or attentive in his class, and then he used to summon them to listen to him. The same thing continued all the time, and then in the staff room he had this question, like why children are distracted in the classroom. And to find an answer, he tried different experiments, and finally he came up with a solution. And that's the solution. Who you want and what they want. Now if I have to explain this further, let me explain this. So he went to another class, and this time he was very clear that this is exactly what he will follow to make sure that children listen to him. So when the class was going on, as usual, children were distracted. In fact, that day they found something very amusing on the street outside the window. So almost all of the class was busy looking out of the window. The teacher stopped and looked out of the window. He saw something very amusing, as I said, where there was this farmer who was trying to drag his buffalo back home. And it was a kind of a tug of war on the street between the farmer and the buffalo. Because the buffalo was trying to pull him towards the grass on the side of the road, but the farmer was busy pulling the buffalo back towards his home. Now children could not help but get amused with all this, and they were laughing, giggling, and observing this little tension which is going on between the buffalo and the farmer. The teacher stopped the class and he looked at the window, and then he saw that okay, this is his time to actually try out that strategy. Who you want and what they want. Now the teacher was very clear. He wanted the students and their attention. But what do the children want? They want to watch the show, the tug of war between the buffalo and the farmer. So you know what the teacher did? He stopped his class right then. He said, okay guys, let's get out. Let's walk out of the class and watch what's going to happen there. So he took his entire class outside the classroom and he made them stand on the sidelines of the road, and they were watching this little tension. After a while, the teacher said, okay, they have got what they want, now they need to be brought back into the class. But then the show is not over yet, because till the buffalo and the farmer comes to a consensus, the show does not get over. So the teacher walks on to the farmer and he says, okay, hey, listen to me. What are you doing? Sir, as you can see, I am trying to pull this buffalo back home, but he is adamant of going and eating that grass on the sidelines. He says, okay, here you go. And he goes to the grass, plucks all the grass in his hand, makes it a bunch, and goes and hands it over to the farmer. He says, listen, look at this. Hold this, show it to the buffalo. Don't give the buffalo. Show it to the buffalo and keep leading the buffalo towards your home, and the buffalo is going to follow you. Right? Now just stop there for a while. Imagine that there is a farmer and there is a buffalo. Right? And that rope where the farmer is pulling the buffalo is causing unhealthy tension. You all can understand, right? Because the buffalo is trying to go towards the grass and this man is trying to pull the buffalo towards his home. So that rope is tight, and because it is tight, it is causing unhealthy tension. Now what happens? The minute the farmer holds the bunch of grass, the rope loosens up. Why? The buffalo is coming closer to the grass, and that's how the rope is loosened, and that I call it as healthy tension. There is still control because the rope can control the buffalo, and it is very much in the hand of the farmer, but then there is no resistance. And now the farmer is showing the grass and the buffalo is following him and the grass towards the house. Now when this happened, as we can imagine, the farmer, the buffalo and the grass went home. Because they went home, children came back into the classroom. Now the teacher got what he wanted by giving the students what they want. Now let's do a quick recap. How to get things done. The simple technique is remember who you want and also remember what they want. Now look at it from your health perspective. You want to have that fit body. Getting things done right. You want to have that fit body. You have a coach or you follow some regimen. What do they want? They want you to follow that step by step so that you get that fit body what you want, or you want to lose that weight, or you want to gain that extra muscle or the strength or endurance. Just do that. Or you want to look at it from the relationship perspective. You have your loved one, maybe your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your own children if you are a parent. That unhealthy tension of you pulling it to your way and they pulling it their way will not take us anywhere, and getting things done will not happen. I mean, I can give you n number of examples where you are only stressed because things are not going your way. Why? Because you are so focused on getting it done the way you want it, you don't have time to think about what they want, and you don't have the time to actually muster yourself to give them what they want so that you can get what you want. I mean, look at the story and look at the example of the teacher. He wanted to complete his class, but then he goes on to give them what they want and then brings them back to getting what he wants. The story did not get over there. He brought them back, and then the neighboring class teacher went and complained to the headmaster. He says, sir, what kind of a teacher he is? One cannot control his class, and today, heights of heights, he took the entire class outside the classroom and made them watch some stupid thing on the street. The headmaster was angry. He calls the teacher and he says, what have you done? It's a class and you need to keep them inside, and if you cannot control them, how can you be a good teacher? So he says, sir, I did exactly what I told the farmer. Now look at it. The farmer was fighting a losing battle with the buffalo. He thought he was in control, but actually he was not in control. But then by just showing the grass, the buffalo got back into his control and they both happily walked home. Same is the case with my students. My children were trying to focus their attention outside the classroom through the window. Now if I would have raised my voice or tried to control them, I would have not succeeded in getting their attention. They would have listened to me, but listening to me and giving me their undivided attention are two different things. But by going out for a few minutes and showing them whatever they wanted to see and then bringing them back, I got what I want, because the minute they came back, they had no more distractions and they gave me their undivided attention. Now, this was a lesson even to the headmaster. That's a lesson even to you and me. I told you about health. I told you about relation. It's the same with your career. You want a promotion. You want that raise. You want to grow up in the ladder, in the corporate ladder. You have a boss. Ask yourself what he wants and give him what he wants so that you get what you want. And of course, you know that you will give only things as long as it is permissible in the professional world. You know that you are going to ask this question and write that answer as long as it is permissible from your values point of view. You will not make compromises. I'm not asking you to cross over that line. But to get things done, ask this question: who you want and what do they want? The same thing can be done even with your money goals. Some people say, I want this much money, I want to achieve that much. Fine, fair enough. Ask this: how much money do you want and what does it take to get that money, and just do that. By doing these two things, you will definitely be able to get what you want, and not only that, get things done from others. So this leadership secret is something which can be applied and implemented in our day-to-day life. If you are a leader, you know how to do it. Ask that question: who you want and what do they want? If you are a teacher, ask that question, like the teacher in this story. If you are a parent, ask this question. If you are a youngster who is making his or her way up the ladder in your career, ask this question. This technique is a universal technique which works for everyone. Today, I no longer have to make that fight in my mind saying, okay, this is the way I want to get things done, but my people are not going to do that. No, there's no fight. The tension is only healthy. Why? Because we have a shared vision. And that sharing of the vision or the sharing of the goal comes from these two questions. When I ask this question and I know the exact answer to it, I start implementing that, and my team sees that they're getting what they want, and all of us go towards the goal together, like that farmer, the buffalo on the grass. So friends, getting things done cannot be easier than this. Thank you for watching CSK Speaks. Keep coming back to my channel. I have 2 new videos coming your way every Tuesday morning and every Friday morning. Till then, subscribe and give your comment on this particular video.